Hey everybody, this is Joe with Joe's Premium Firewood coming to you live Sunday, January 12th, 2019 at approximately 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right, Larry Cluck. We are on Eastern Standard Time even though we're so far from the East Coast. So at your house it's 10:15 over there in Minnesota. Speaking of that, who's going to win the Michigan-Minnesota game today, Larry? So, looks like we got a few people trickling in. Oh, man, Zach's in the house. Zachary Hutchinson. And, there's Merk. Merk, sorry to be so late. I know you've been waiting all morning. Both Zachs are here. There's Zach. There's old boy Zach. Zach is in the house. Say hi to Zach. 18 member Zach. All Firewood is here. Well, as you can see, we didn't get much of an ice storm. We got just a little glazing, and which is good. I didn't want to lose power, even though it might, it'd bolster sales. I'd rather not have to deal with that. Hi, Jack White. So I just want to come up here and just show you, the wood we got up to the house. Oh, and speaking of, I think every time I say, I think, hey, Richard Healy, I think Pam should take a shot of Pendleton. Every time I say, people say like a lot, or I mean, or Well, I say, a lot, and I just, if I try to stop myself, I end up messing up. Yep, you know, Zach. So let's get Pam drunk today. Hi, Doug. Yeah, I'm just walking around. Yeah, you can see the junk stuff we got here, but it's dry. And this is what Mom and I cut the other day, or she cut some of it and I cut some of it. If Zach or Mike were here, they would have helped me with it, but nobody was here. Not even the king of Firewood. Hey, Jim Richards is here. So this is good limwood right here. I would say we got enough here to last about a month. I'm going to have to bring this. Hey, Tom Waddle. Yeah, there was a few places that lost power from the big ice storm, but you know how the news people are? You know how they like to scare you into buying, it's Snowmageddon. It's the ice storm of the century. So everybody's out panicking. They closed all this stuff. You can see there is a little bit of ice droplets on the branches here. You see that? I mean, but that's all it was. But, if it got a half inch on there, it'd be breaking the power lines. And one thing I'm worried about for the next storm, this has me more concerned than anything. You see this oak tree right here? It's leaning towards the house, and it's damn near 100 foot tall, if not more. And if we get a bad storm and it's leaning right over the porch, we really can't afford to get a tree company in here, but I could definitely make it into good firewood. You can see it's close to 2 foot in diameter right here at the trunk, but it's aimed right at the house. The propane tank's right there. And if that got a bunch of ice on it and the wind was blowing from the south, it could chop the house right in half. Hi, Isaac. J-Rod Fred, yeah. I'm going to have to get a hold of... Hey, Richard Healy, thank you, bud. Thanks for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. I was actually down to my last dollar yesterday. I got a lot of firewood, but, and I owe guys money. And I did get a couple lottery tickets yesterday. Actually had to pay with quarters. Jamie sold me the ticket. Zach's girl, Jamie, she sold me a winning ticket for $288. So I was able to give Mom money for food. I owed Chad $80 for those blocks he brought me. And now I got, still got about $100 in my pocket. So it helps out a lot. But really appreciate it, dude. You guys are awesome. But this, you see how much I got out here, and this stuff is caked in ice too, and it's frozen together. So I'm probably gonna have to use the maul that Jesse 112693, thanks Jesse, to bust them apart so I can split them. So, and I hope the splitter holds up, because that part, I ordered this part, I ordered that on last Sunday, and it has not showed up yet. So I'm only using this for orders, because when it breaks, then the splitter's down. So I haven't been splitting some of the wood that people have been bringing me that I've been buying. But as you can see, if you checked out my other channel, I have been out using the quad and trailer and out cutting my own wood. I'm going to put some of this load, I'm not going to split the whole truckload. I'm going to come here and give him some of this oak. He only buys like a face cord or a level truckload once a year. So, and a lot of that oak is dry and ready to go. But I got some blocks here to split. And Mike brought me some locust and oak the other day, and I put some oak here. I'd like to get this split, but this is for the fall anyway, and stack it in between here. Larry in the house? Which Larry? Is that Larry Cluck? Get your channel back, Larry. But you can see what I got here. Some locusts, and then I threw some of my oak on here. I can refill out this row and then start, put those metal things on top of it. And over here, we've been filling this up. This is my summer campfire wood. And there's Larry. Hey, Larry, who's going to win today, Michigan or Minnesota? Game's in Minnesota. Vikings did pretty good yesterday. And then this is the what is it? Silver maple and cherry that I cut the other day. There's a couple pieces Mike put in there too. But I got to get this area filled up. I'd say it's about 75% of capacity, but I need it full soon because I'll be selling it starting in May. That doesn't give it much time to dry. So my fingers are kind of freezing right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook this up on the tripod. Wish old boy Zach was here to help me move the splitter out. Now I got to get it out here into position, and now I'm gonna be splitting this bundle grade ash into the front. We'll probably go about 50% ash, and then the rest will be this oak back here. So let me get, I would say I have about 6 full cords between all this and that oak in there, but that's all I have that's ready to sell now. So eventually I'm gonna have more guys come in. You watched the Morgan's video and Back 40 video yet, Larry? I see Back 40, he had the Mrs. 40 out running her saw, or running the saw. So let me put this on here and get my gloves on. It's about, I think, maybe 30 degrees. But yeah, it was raining yesterday. A few places did have some sporadic power outages, but we never lost ours. And we lose ours sometimes when it's nice weather. So I'll pull this out. Had the heater on it. So, yeah, it's about 220 degrees. Like keeping it in here where it stays dry. £800. Hope I don't throw my back out like the other day. you at, Zach? Where you at, Zach? Where's the A-team? I need to start selling more. Like this week, I sold $100 in bundles to the store. A lady came in and picked up $55 worth. She picked up $55 worth of wood from here in a Ranger. I did a delivery to Gull Lake, and I got paid $175 for that. And then this is gonna pay me $165 because it's a longer trip but less wood. But nothing else is scheduled for the week. But it's supposed to turn back to real winter, I think, on Thursday. It's gonna be 40s the next 2 days. I started out here, so I have room to pull, plus it needs a little bit of time to warm up. I'm guessing third pull. Second pull. How many people we got watching? Oh, we're up to 40. Hope everybody's behaving themselves. I'm glad to see you got your channel back, Larry. Yeah, I hope I don't back into it. Go grab a wheelbarrow for the debris. Because most of this is bundle grade, I probably won't get very many rejected pieces, but the pieces that break off into kindling, my mom likes those. It helps her start the fire, obviously. playing games. Go ask Mom to make me some hot cocoa. She makes some good hot cocoa, right, Zach? Take you with me. I want to be like Will Ferrell. What movie was that? Wedding Crashers? Mom! Mom! Where's the meatloaf, Mom? Not like that. Hey, Grandma. Thanks fiddling with the fire. Oh, the fire's going. Where are you at? Upstairs? Oh, can you make me some hot cocoa and bring it out when you get a chance, please? Thank you. I know some of you are screaming, make yourself 50 years old. Busy. Got things to do. I can't play games. Got to get this done. Got to make some money. Hopefully sell a lot more next week. Hope you like that little trip. guys like this angle? You see what's going on? See all the action? How much we got so far. So I haven't been talking about the haters much lately, but I've been blocking so many of them that I'm not seeing their comments as much, which is nice. You know, I get off on a tangent on them. So yeah, I just stopped myself from saying, you know, save Pam a shot at Pendleton. But I'm gonna try to go about 50%. So, and I know we got enough moderators in here that they should be getting shut up if anyone wants to crawl out under the rock. I'll put this back here. I assume it's a good angle. Truckload or a face cord, so it shouldn't take as long. Getting $165 delivered 25 miles away. It's going to take me at least 40 minutes to get there. I told him I'd get there about 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I know it's mostly my loyal subscribers that watch these live streams. I don't really get too many views from other people. Go check on the hot cocoa. Here's where we're at right now. Just about there, maybe a couple more pieces and that's it. Probably just set it on the kitchen table. Let's see. This left it on the counter, but you can see no captain like back 40. Yeah, I'm gonna split a couple more pieces and back up there, top it all the way out. Got 49 in the house. That's a good show. That's a nice turnout. Hope I don't burn my lip. Got a little warm. truckload. You just never know. Up in the ash. Think of it's going to leave the splitter outside because it's not going to rain or snow. I'm covering up with the tarp, so I'm going to put the heater on it right now so I don't forget. Cover it up with a tarp. Once the motor cools off, a couple times I set it on there and the plastic gets pushed against the muffler and it melts and it could start on fire. So got to be careful about that. Oh, up to 51. Hey, there's Eric. Hey, Eric, you need to get a hold of Rob Puth. He's a expert on metal detectors. Did you get much more snow than this, Eric? I hope we got your firewood cut and split yesterday. I don't know how you did that in the snow or the rain. It was pouring down, freezing rain. I think that's the worst weather possible. I don't know. I'm trying to find a good spot to set you. Got my cocoa in one hand. If I can reach in here. Maybe right here. Kind of cockeyed. Let me adjust that for you. All right, I'm backing up. I'll be right back. There we go. I think you can see me. I think you'll like the soak. I timed this out pretty good. Oh, hope these aren't frozen together. Timed this out pretty good. It's 12:03 right now. And Eric, I got to go to down by West Main, right off 131, near Oshimo and 9th Street in that area. So it's a good half-hour drive for me anyway. And he said not till 1 o'clock, so he must have church or something. Some of this oak, you know, it's so nice, and it's dry. You know, it wouldn't hurt it to sit for a few weeks or months. And this is gonna last them a year. Don't want to scratch the truck. G-Boz in here? What about Will Bird? Are you here, Will, or are you out working? If I find lighter ones, I'll throw them up towards the front. I know they're ready. That's why you got to have a headache bar. You guys know I have our landline. It's all over. There's no reason for me to try to blur it out. But I get calls all the time from weird area codes. So we never know if it's a scammer or, somebody trying to, a bill collector or whatever, you know what I mean? So if you try calling me, if you don't leave a message, we don't answer if we don't know who it is, especially if it's a weird area code. A lot of it's the trolls and haters. Then some might be, legitimate fans that want to talk to me. I would say if you want to get a hold of me, start by sending me a direct message to Joe's Premium Firewood on Facebook, and then we'll go from there if I give you a call, okay? Or email me. Daniel Atkins in the live stream. I think he said he was going to be there. This guy, I guess he got a new rack, but he got a cheap one, so he had to postpone the delivery. One thing I've seen racks before, I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but people take like 3 cinder blocks and then get some 4x4s or 2x4s and stick them in the holes of the cinder blocks and then across the cinder blocks, and it makes this V-shape structure or whatever, and it holds the wood great. This is how I make my ash last longer. Just put, 25, 35%, somewhere in there, of oak off the back that's semi-seasoned. Trees have been down for over a year, close to 2 years now. And most of them have no bark on it. Like this one's real lightweight. It's ready. That's probably one of the easiest ways to tell if the wood's ready to burn. It's how light it is. Looks like my hot cocoa fell over. And the thing was down. Might as well drink the rest of it before it falls over again. Well, yeah, if I get more of this from Herb, that's why I'm not taking the wall, if you were wondering. I'm hoping not to have to rebuild it again. And just bring in more logs and split it and top it off in here. But he was supposed to have the wood out of there by the end of the year. He said he still hadn't did that yet. So I don't know what the situation is. This is beautiful wood though. Pick that one up. What happens when you start getting towards the end? And another one to pick up. I think you'll like this load. What do you guys think? Another one. I think the best thing to do is like kind of throw it in the middle and lob it, and then straighten it out when I get over there. Yeah, doing toe touches is good exercise, but I'm not doing this for the exercise. Not doing it to get rich either. Doing it to survive. Government's not my daddy. Not saying I never got unemployment before. And actually, at one point I was on food assistance. Nobody hired me. So I started doing this. I haven't had any help in 5 years. They say if you can make enough money to buy your own food, then you don't get assistance. And I wasn't proud of it. Sometimes you do what you got to do. I've paid lots of taxes in my lifetime. Inherited some money when my dad passed away and grandma passed away and an aunt passed away, and the government took like 25% of it, which is like over $50,000. And I paid in for all those years I was working. I probably won't live long enough to get Social Security. If it's still even around. Get over here and straighten this out. Try to fill in the holes. Pick up all the ones off the ground. That might be too high for you. I'll talk to you guys here for a second once I get this filled in. Then I gotta hit the road. When I get back in time to watch the football games, I don't think they start till 3. Now, how about Baltimore? How about Baltimore beating, or Tennessee beating them? There it is, folks. Normal truckload. Gave him a few extra pieces. There's a few voids in there. I guarantee you that's a face cord, 4 foot by 8 foot. If you're not familiar with the term. Oak on the back. And ash in the front that's ready to burn. Some of the oak's ready to burn too. But like I say, there's a few holes in there. There's not much left of the wheel wells that I got to make up for. But I wanted to, hey, thanks again, Richard Healy, for the super chat. Anybody else want any shout outs? Let me know who's in here right now. I can say hi and bye. Just like back 40, I think about an hour long. Hi, Tammy. There you go. That's how I do it. Emo's in there. Yep. 4 foot. Yeah. Yes, sir. Emo. It's 16 inches long, 4 foot tall, 8 foot long. And Merc's still in the house. I knew you were like the third one in, Merc. Hell, you thought, hey, by the way, today's Sunday. Hey, there's Richie Outdoors. Hi and bye, Eric. And Mark's in the house. I wish I could pinpoint it better, but it depends on the weather. I didn't know what it was going to be like today. And yesterday I actually took a day off. I did not do anything. It was pouring down rain and 32 degrees. I guess I could have went into bay number 1 and split some of that wood in there, but I didn't feel like doing that. And the reason I wasn't in Back 40's live stream the other night was because I was playing an online poker tournament, and I made the final table. It was a $44 buy-in. I ended up getting knocked out in fifth place and won over $300. But that was like at 9 o'clock during his. It was about 10 o'clock when I got knocked out, so his live stream was pretty much over when I lost. But that was nice. But that money's stuck in the account. But if I win over 1,000, then that's what I do withdrawal. So that's why I wasn't there. But like I say, I'll try to do these every Sunday. Usually I'll be out working unless it's just a mess out, 2 feet of snow, can't do anything. And then I'll try it from my laptop and see how that works. So I got to go make some money. And I hope you guys all have a great week next week. And we'll see you at the next one. Hi, Corey. Michigan's going to beat Minnesota. What happened to Iowa the other night? All right, guys. Bye.